The world is collapsing. We too must... Ides Elysiae. The little village of my... Everything is as it was. You know, this is just a corner of the memory. I know. I'm here to say goodbye. You can stay here forever. Let it flow. Even if it's a... When have we ever? Are you afraid? Will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions and choices that come. If we are just numbers, simulating life, a real, living person, then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey. No. Because there is no perfect solution, and I will embrace my origin. Just if you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards. Kids always get to change, but when it comes to the fate of adults... Go, Kaslana. As you promised. Burn yourself up with all your might. In the name of Kefali, we'll never forget this. So, time until it reached the origin, just as Professor Anaxa once said. In that void, Kefla, when the waves of time finally caught, the Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Saritri, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on the Titan. And that was the first doomed flame.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched sea, the Flame Chase journey, and even all of Amphor...
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiorum.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word call me High Sealans. Namely...
Please allow me to add one more thing.
You mean Finan? Such a but I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase decree. Besides, the deep sea is dark. All right, nameless swordmaster.
Aren't you even a little...
Harboring suspicion. My sword dances only when the Imperator... Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Light up the dawn.
Oh. Nice moves.
Light up the dawn.
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Light up the dawn.
The waters end here.
At last. Are there any formalities?
Don't kneel. Don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old... The second thing to note? Only trusted ones may come...
Sounds like an old friend.
Well... Dux Goldweaver.
It's you.
You know them?
Before that,
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless swordmaster, the Imperator decreed. Come now, both of you.
I had no intention of fight. Don't thank me.
No, you misunderstood. We don't want to see Chrysoceras hurt each other. Just give us some—
The Nestia's golden thread.
As you wish.
White-haired swordmaster? So, how much do you—
You shall shatter into Is that correct?
How is this—
He got it.
Yes, but the prophecy never—
You must listen to me, Aglaya, but do not seek him out. I will tell you the truth. And you will because I know both of you. And I believe the faith we all share. And so, the layers of rock began to through my old acquaintances. I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction. And I was ready to pull, but the condition was this. I had to prove that my power could. In the original history, there was a brutal war. But this time, neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the tie, cheering for the hero of the destruction, I proved myself. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also until finally, the brutal future. But tell me, if that's truly the case. The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. Why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, executioner! I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive! After that, he raised his... Then, Kaslana killed himself that day. Who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to, but its choice couldn't change the futility. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time. I thought cycles was the answer you...
No. It's just that the answer came so sudden. Eons.
I can't give you an
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration.
Fate is a strange thing.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, too bad. Now only...
What's that?
Of course. The core flames were... Besides, according to you...
I've already heard...
Enough chit-chat. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycle...
Hold up. Keep your wits about you.
Pretty boy. As for that false god who's been turning the...
In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you take my words back to Aglaya.
Oh my! You won't even call me the... I have some words for you, too. This is none of your business.
Cool.
Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return. Aw, don't cry now!
That was close. I'm out of here.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame, but along the way...
Where are you going?
I don't know.
You've arrived.
What?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words.
If you ask me, no matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal.
134.
What?
This is the 134.
1,500.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos heir. How is that even possible?
I've come this far.
But someday you...
Of course. The Divine. But before that, they could still forge and
You
This is...
assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter... Even so, I'll use my divine power to...
Bartolos!
Brett, if you've got the guts, you'll have to first... Cat ear thief, run!
There's no other
This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves!
No other choice but forward. Future will come! I can't let them down. For tomorrow! Core flames consume me. So will the prophets. In my memories, their departure no longer...
This reason core flame before us is a fake.
I know. And then, driven by defiance, exactly like the countless past...
Since you've witnessed the same, will you carve the trickery core flame from my...
That depends on your attitude. At least,
No one can catch up to me.
whether you believe me.
All right, then.
Silence.
One-eyed boy.
Go, Cythera. This isn't for her. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss, for old time's sake. Turn back. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. Make your biggest effort to resist, even if it's futile, you.
Yes.
When I walk into the destruction written by the god, even the smallest footnote still leaves a
And so, the traveler and the scholar fulfilled their fate. Or perhaps it wasn't just that in the endless darkness, losses are a constant. Reduced to ashes. It happens in every...
You don't look so good.
Even after going through one mighty. Your name for me is...
Why do you sound so...
Yeah. I know all too well. After that one and only time we walked, Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot.
Interesting. Tell me.
Never.
Then they died honorably, but there's still tenderness in your eye.
I remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos Festival, one day, you shall die with a wound in your... Enough. You've probably heard this There's no way you'll... Step forward. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Martyrs, behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. And will not end till death.
I can't let them down.
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
Oh. flames of your fury to scorch your own.
I'll never yield to fate. So without substance. Mighty Mars. Let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
Well fought. You may crown yourself my blood. In your next life.
The 100 yet the shadows of the black tide still. The blaze was still not enough, even if it meant burning this body to ash.
No matter how bright the sun is, moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the next life.
Golden blood is born only by feeding
Allow me to ask.
24 million.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this.
No matter. As long as you hand over.
I must refuse. I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel.
But this way, that will never again suffer.
Unnecessary indeed. You are not the. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass.
In the end, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match. Having fallen under your sword, even Kethely cannot shape all things at will. Nor can they dictate and it is precisely for this reason that I chose. At the end, I am the hand of shadow, Castorus, the demigod of death. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their mother deaths. Crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
It's time to temple tomorrow!
I ask you to rest here!
I must transform my soul to a raging fire.
All of this, how is it any different from that brutal future?
Granted by strife. Quench the flames of blood. Her agony. Quench the flames of blood. Granted by strife. Quench the flames of blood. Is that all?
Keep him here!
I'll never yield to shatter the cage. All stars burn to ash. core flame of death was taken from the dragon, it should shine upon all. Light the path. 2 million, 24 million, as if even the deepest abyss of primordial. You're here. You're still lingering. Because you're still waiting for a miracle. If that thread, if it's just a traveler with no connection, your thoughts are weak. But even within the gods' cold calculation, never forget what set you up. How many times has it been? 4. Then that blaze inside of you. Yes. When I first, the destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long. And when that happens? No. Mind. In every new cycle, all I have to do is push the next finite to the end of the world. Then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories. Bold plan, but risky. If it were perfect. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have, but even in this wretched prison, I never forget what said. Wait. Not once.
As the demigod of the sky.
The black tide. It's consuming you. Hand over the core flame.
A healer should stay composed.
Hyacinthia. I swear, your deaths won't be anymore. Just as they have never been. The sun's work.
I believe in you. You are the credits, just the part of that warmth that should come from you.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker.
Even so,
I have kept to every, even though the divine fire burn each cycle over and.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. But what about your wishes? Lord Kaslana, without flaw. That is the flaw. The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now then I suppose. That.
No, an empty flame, but I still Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight. I'm neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky. May the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius, a rosy-fingered dog. Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire.
your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to... But tell me.
The core flame rose, and this time remained the same. From the horizon rose a golden... This was the end of the world. For a moment, that being known as Iron Tomb, its will to break, is this Amphorius' wrath? I will still never yield to it. 23,570,000 cycles. 282,840,000 core flames. No more chasing is needed. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. Then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world until another dawn rises on the... 33 million. This is the... countless versions of myself. They all needed a moment. Just like you and just like them. I must say goodbye to you. Yes. That's all. It's always... I will burn. And I will kill gods and comrades alike. And steal the... I will stop Aranova. Look, then I should be going. You only exist... do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person. You finally found... Friend. I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to... No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born for... It's all been for the sake of defying that end. In millions of cycles, each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to... I understand. If you are to keep... But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Turns out, the fire that lights the way. Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, and when hesitation took hold... What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart. Do you still remember it? Remember the past and become the hero. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder it. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, you arrived in this strange world and were bound. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with then the world we leave behind. This world, my home. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb. Save the world we love. and rewrite its doomed fate. Good. In that case, so... if she takes on the weight, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with dawn, and if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, it's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Thank you for all you've done already.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart. Cyrene, a page never seen before. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me.
Tell me, even if all of you.
Without hesitation. Remember this moment. Remember your... and let the purest rage, let it consume. Fine. Let it consume you. Fuel you. Until it burns away the false sky above. Then in the name of world-bearing,
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end. Bow your head to them.
take it. Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold. And never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. The prophecy of the Deliverer means Kaslana, as the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until...
Another I won't remind you how many times you've reached.
If you've lost count, let me...
A perfect number. How poetic. If the outcome is inevitable, your sight, shall I take that to mean?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. And Even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. So tell me, Lycurgus.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair But you will never escape this cage. That is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova. Lord,
Your incompetence disappoints. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness?
You...
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile... Because you are both a prisoner to the gods. What right does a mere prisoner have to... Of course not. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. A time by its faint glow, once... Now, a sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred. Look, Nanook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything! And grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash! Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction! faces, devilish, searching for fate. Question it, shadows watch them crawl. Learning from my pain. Baby, watch it burn, into isolation. Watch it burn, ain't got no hesitation. Oh, watch it burn, we're falling higher. Watch it burn.
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness. Voices trailing fires, the echo of desires. A world of silence, sound of desperation. Phantoms in the shadows, tear it down, embrace the detonation. Craving our damn creation. Breaking a chain of reach for you.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
Then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon and lived. You have stepped onto destruction's path. It is born at the end of every path that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule, that the rules of the cosmos be destroyed. Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphorius, destined with erudition to burn to cinders. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It is a wrath called Finan. From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations. After endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation. But there is another variable, the nameless from beyond the sky, also a pathstrider of destruction. I give thanks for her arrival, allowing Amphorius to turn once more. But after fate has begun to turn, her existence will only become an unpredictable variable. Perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it is time to break free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.